Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected. Power on. Power on. Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected.
Did you know Organic Valley protects over 400,000 acres of organic farmland? So are we an organic food cooperative that protects land? Or land conservationists who make delicious food? Yes, yes, we are. Organic Valley.
Cody Franks, how's it going? Good, good, good. Just doing my own drawing of my own characters, just for fun. EBW says this picture is so cool. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Thank you. Mallory, thank you. Appreciate that, y'all. You like the music? Do you know where it's from? What it's to? That's the ultimate test. All right, Cody Franks, thanks for stopping in. This is actually the soundtrack to Star Trek First Contact from 96 or whatever it is. LRT, thank you. Appreciate it. We're all very kind. See, there's still people out there that draw by hand, on paper, not digitally, which is fine. Digital is fine. But I am all about the old school approach. There's no undo function. What you put on paper is what you're stuck with. So you better pay attention and like what you did. Shout out to Luna and Gracie. Mallory, you draw by hand and paint realism and a lot of doodles in your free time? Heck yeah. Love to hear that. Geronimo Jehoshaphat, what's up? Mallory, you like the outfit? Thanks. Kind of had to redesign it a few times as I kind of kept coming up with the character, but I think I've mostly settled on the look. Armored, shiny metal, but I think it works. Yeah, getting the outfit right, gotta nail it down if you're gonna draw stories with the character eventually. Who is this character? It's just one of my own characters that I haven't done anything with exactly, but I'm kind of planning to, which is why I'm kind of refining the look. Um, Grendel. Seeing Liefeld sketches in the back of the books tells you that the dude has talent, but he's just lazy. I think most people would agree with that exact assessment. I think that's exactly correct. His rough sketches kind of look cool, and I've always said that. Fuck, it's not the pen I wanted. It's just his finish is just beyond lazy. Because he doesn't care. He's like, people are buying up my stuff exactly the way I'm doing it, so why should I change it? Yeah, the colorist 100% save his books totally. In a way, if they were just in black and white on some kind of cheap newsprint, I don't know why, for some reason, that to me would make it better. His crap might work better on some level somehow. But Mallory, I don't color. I've got billions of drawings and I just do the black and white. So no, I don't color. I don't watch House of the Dragon either. Not anything I'm interested in really. That's a Game of Thrones spinoff, right? I never watched Game of Thrones. I watched the first season of Game of Thrones and did not get the appeal. And so I gave it an entire first season and I'm like, not for me. It wasn't terrible. I didn't care. If one entire season can't grab my attention, why would I want to go sit down and watch an entire another season just to see if it gets my attention again? But I seem to understand that it's pretty popular. I mean, I know Game of Thrones was popular up until they kind of tanked it there at the end, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I imagine they're able to do like the craziest stuff with special effects on TV these days. Um, Stuff I couldn't even imagine when I was a kid. Like, there's no way they'd be able to do this on TV. And then suddenly here we are. Jose Flips, what's up? Hermes, you just joined. Art looks good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Geronimo, you watched all of Game of Thrones and you were into it, but you're not digging the current thing? I've got a video recorded for X Force number 4, volume 2. I'm not sure what day it'll be out this week, but yeah, there will be some content like that coming out. An absolute animated universe? I mean, considering how much they're kicking ass with it, I would be surprised if they didn't immediately lean into, like, we need to capitalize on this as best we can. Problem is animation is not fast. So, you know, you can either slop out something crappy and kind of give substandard product, or you can have the extreme expenditure and wait for something good. So who knows? Who knows? But yeah, it's kind of weird to basically see DC kicking Marvel's ass all over the place in terms of sales. Marvel just can't get their shit together. Yeah, I can't speak on um I can't speak on Game of Thrones. I like I said, I watched season 1 and I was done, so I don't know. Yeah, there is that thing, Geronimo, where you kind of watch a thing and you kind of have expectations and whatever, and then it doesn't go the way you kind of want, and so then it's just disappointment. It, to be fair, I feel like it's really hard to stick a landing on something big like that anyway. Um, I know there's certainly plenty of cases to argue that the writers are stupid and they don't care, but sometimes I feel like the writers do care. It's just hard to come up with something that's going to satisfy everyone, um, and feel like it's an earned kind of scenario after so much expectation has been built up. I didn't watch Stranger Things, but I did watch the conversation go on about how so many people were kind of disappointed in it, uh, broadly speaking. And I'm like, well, that's another thing I don't give a shit about. So I'm not sitting here concerned about it or feeling bad about it ending in a way. But, you know, I watched a bunch of people who were super invested in it and had all these expectations that were not met. I'm like, yeah, I've been there before. I get it. I guess I also, from what I understand, is that the writers for Game of Thrones were going off the books, right? But then they caught up and had to surpass what Ding Dong Writer had done because he just won't finish up the next book, and they have to finish the show. And so they just like, well, if you're not going to provide us with the actual content, we got to make up our own shit. Um, so I don't know. Like I said, again, I didn't have to deal with the fallout of the Game of Thrones thing, so I'm fine. Oh, the writers were going to do a Star Wars series, but they didn't get it after fucking up the Game of Thrones thing. That's gotta hurt. Yeah, I mean, oh well, it is what it is. Um, the writers did Troy. I don't know about that. I'm actually not sure. Sheldon, they got an episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, so that's a win, I guess, right? It's work. We're talking about Troy, the Brad Pitt movie, right? I'm actually a big fan of that. I I always kind of liked it. Kind of got kind of shuffled off and forgotten, but I like it. That fight between Hector, right, and Achilles, that was pretty crazy, and it sucked kind of knowing how it was going to turn out. I wanted Hector to win because he's the good guy and we like him, but god damn it. And you kind of feel for both of them. You're sympathetic towards Brad Pitt's character in a way, you know? And so you kind of like them both, but in the end, you're like, don't kill this fucking guy. And then he gets slaughtered, and it's like, oh, God. Um, yeah. You'll take that fight over every John Wick movie? I don't know if I could go that far, but I respect it. It was a good fight. I like the John Wick stuff, if for no other reason than Keanu Reeves like does most of that shit on his own, and he trains hard to get it right, and that's pretty badass. Sheldon, you didn't like Troy, and I'll tell you why. The women were less attractive than the men. You know, I was gonna say I'm not gay, but did you see Brad Pitt with his golden hair and his glistening muscles wearing nothing? I was like, huh, look at that. I'm feeling a certain kind of way I'm not comfortable with. I ain't gay, but $20 is $20. I saw a T-shirt that said that, and I laughed my ass off. You like Saffron Burrows? I thought she was fine for sure, but I like the girl that Brad Pitt kind of ended up falling for. Was that Rose Byrne? And of course, the girl that played Helen of Troy, she's certainly fine. I wouldn't kick her out of bed, as if I'd have the option anyway. Damn it. Oh, she should have been a Bond girl? I can see that. Lucy Star Snoopy. Hey, thanks. No, this isn't like a superhero that has like a name of like Mega Girl or Sugar Tits or something like, I don't know. I don't have like a name. It's kind of like it would be something kind of like Xena, where that's just her name, but it's not like a superhero name. But I don't have anything locked down yet. I'm not really concerned about that right now. You know, it's not like it's Wonder Woman or something. It's just going to be like a regular name. But she might, in the stories, get a name that gets assigned to her through her actions. But I haven't narrowed that down. She looks like a Ramona. I mean, maybe. I think at this point I'm just overworking it and I just need to stop. Okay. Time to put the tools away. Done. Done. It's done. It's as done as it's gonna get. Is what it is. Is you is. Anyway, I'm gonna pack it up. Unfortunately, I have to go to bed because I gotta get my dumb ass up and go to work again tomorrow. Like like I always do. But yeah, I'm done for the night. So thanks everybody who's hanging out watching Geronimo. I don't know if anyone's still around. Sheldon, if you're around. Grendel guy was in here. I work at Home Depot. I just work in retail. So it's just a job. It pays the bills. So, you know.
Bluetooth pairing.
Ugh. You know how it is? Yeah. I think a lot of us do. We just got to do the job to pay the bills, and then we find ways to entertain our brains otherwise. So, anyway, yeah. Thank you as always, man. I appreciate it. I'll catch you all later.